In your voice, your vote. You've seen the ads on television, and tonight and throughout the remainder of this week, you're hearing straight from the District 4 congressional candidates themselves, incumbent Val Hoyle and challenger Monique DeSpain. I asked each of them 10 identical questions about key issues voters want to know about. They were not told in advance what the question would be. Each had 60 seconds to answer. At 60 seconds, we quit recording. Now at 5, question 2, and we begin with challenger Monique DeSpain. If elected, please explain to voters what you will do to protect our forests and reduce wildfires in the future. And you have 1 minute to respond.
You know, Matt, this is a very important issue to me because it's a very critical issue to the 4th District and to Oregonians and the whole Northwest. And remarkably, a really great bill, Fix Our Forest Act, FOFA, was just passed, a transformative bipartisan bill that every Republican supported except maybe 7 that were not present, 55 Democrats, including Nancy Pelosi, and shockingly, our Val Hoyle did not vote to support it with no explanation. I would have supported that bill. It's transformative in that it reduces frivolous litigation, it streamlines the process to do environmental assessments, it forces what I think we should do with every federal problem, the tribes, all the stakeholders, all people who are, all the agencies and organizations to work together. There's other information in that bill, but I would support these bipartisan consensus building actions.
Again, the candidates have not been told in advance what the question is. And here's Congresswoman Val Hoyle. Question number 2. If reelected, please explain to voters what you will do to protect our forests and reduce wildfires in the future. And you have 60 seconds to answer.
So this is something that I've really focused on, and what we need to do is put more money up front to make sure that there is less to burn. We're looking at tribal co-management. As our Native American tribes have managed forests for millennia, we're dealing with 115 years of fire suppression and poor forest policy. And so we need to make sure that our forests are healthy, and also we're protecting our old growth. So it is a priority. However, we also need to make sure that we fund the things that we want. For instance, there was just a bill to address wildfire, but it did not permanently increase the funding for wildfire fighting pay, and we will lose 30 to 50% of our wildland firefighters, and it didn't fund the really good programs that we need. So I'm going to work to get that done before the end of the 118th session and work in the 119th session for this as a priority.
Now, in case you missed question 1, we asked each candidate for their stance on abortion and a potential national abortion ban. We'll have their response on KEZI 9 News at 6 o'clock.